The one lonely egg.
Hello guys, good morning and welcome to the first of hopefully many daily vlogs. Dad was just running the combine a little bit. Oh, we just turned it around. Okay. Well, we had a combine fire last night again. Same place as before. Probably fourth time this year it's happened already. So we've been trying to figure out where it came from and we finally figured it out. It's a couple of worn out belts causing a pulley to slip and different, I don't know, Dad explained it to me and I still didn't get it. So Dad went and got the belts this morning from the deer dealer and I think he's putting them on right now, or he's done, or he's working on it, or something of that sort. There he goes, we got the belts fixed. The head is out in the field already and I'm gonna go out, help him hook it up, then probably come back here and get to work. It's a real shame it just sitting there like that. Maybe we'll get to use it later. It's a lot rougher riding this thing than the truck. It's hard to get a good shot. Dad's hooked up and ready to roll. Now it's time to get to the farm and get some real work done. So while Dad is waiting on me, or while I'm waiting on Dad to bring the semi down to the field, I'm waiting for him to get the grain cart, have enough in there to where I don't have to go down there and come back and go down there and come back. I'm gonna have a full load once I get done down there. My goal is to get this whole, I guess we could call it an island, cleaned up in here, because this is bad. It's all trash. It's all stuff we gotta get burned. So we have the burn barrels way over by the milk house, so I'm gonna bring it over here and put it in the driveway, and we are going to work on burning up all this stuff. And airbags, what do you do with an airbag? I'm assuming it goes in the scrap. It's mostly metal, so we'll put those in the scrap pile. There's gearbox that's got to go in the back. Bunch of stuff that's just gotta be disposed of. So we're gonna take care of this with a super duper duper fast time lapse. All right, little change of plans here. I think it'll be better to wait till Wednesday to burn, just because it's supposed to rain tomorrow or tomorrow night. Somewhere in there it's supposed to rain. I don't know. But Uncle Billy's working on the floor of the grain bin. It's got quite a few compromises in it, so I'm gonna help him out with that. He's cutting a piece of like wire. It's not mesh, but well, it's kind of mesh with really teeny tiny holes in it to let air go up, but not to let grain go down. So we're working on that, and we got a few spots to patch. So I'm gonna show you guys what we're doing there. All right, so starting out in the grain bin, we got this low spot right here. It's really, this whole section right here is all a big divot down. I was told that the only thing holding this floor up is like piles of bricks down there, so it could just be bricks deteriorating, but we are gonna get this checked out hopefully next year, but we just don't have the time or the money to take care of it. It's not a big deal really. Well, it is a big deal, but it won't really affect it too much. Just with the little bit we're gonna run it for the rest of this year. We don't have that much corn we're running, so it might fill this bin once, maybe twice, if that. So we should be all right just running it the way it is. Pretty sure it was like it last year, and we are gonna get this fixed next year. But I'm working on this piece. There's some rivets on the bottom that need to be ground off, and then I'm pushing her down, running some self-tapping screws through there. And we got a little hole there to patch, and then over here we lost some serious beans down under the floor, so Uncle Billy's got these patches out and he's patching those up. He said it's not going to be a fire hazard with those beans under the floor, so we'll just have to roll with it. When we have some of the floor pulled up next year, we'll see about getting those beans out. So then also we got just little holes here, we got a patch, we got this right here. That right there, which is actually not under a skylight up there. Usually where these are, even with the lids closed, they leak quite a bit of moisture, but they're not bad. I think there's a few little spots over here we got to patch as well, but just patching for now. Completely temporary until we can get some professionals out next year to help us. So I got that patch in, or that rail down. Now I'm gonna put the grinder back where I found it, because whenever I don't, it's guaranteed we're gonna need it in the next 3 days, and then it won't be where we need it. Just got the call from Dad. It's time to fire up the good old semi and head on down to the field, because he is about to be full, and we're just gonna bring it down a little bit early so we don't have to run the grain through the grain cart. It's just I wonder how many times you guys are gonna see driving across this field. This will be 3 times, I think, right? Yep, it's happening again. That's how much we got on us right now. Dad says 2 dumps will fill us up. There is some in the back hopper. I can't see it. I don't know if you guys were able to see it when I lifted you guys up, but there is some back there. And probably a half a hopper to fill this front one. And I don't know, hopper and a half maybe a bit in the back. So a half here, and that'll put a half back there, and then 1 more dump. Should be full. Hopefully, anyway. Cart's empty, so I can't steal anything out of that anyway. But now we just play the waiting game and wait till he's full. That was officially the last conventional field of beans. We are now moving on to our transition beans that we use to flush the combine out to get ready to go into the organic beans. So those are also going to be going in this truck, but I'm taking it up to the farm because the field that's transitioned this truck can't get to, and we'll take the cart over there. Alright, so semi's up here now. I just gotta get a ride out to the field to get the cart beans. These beans are stupendous. I can't, there's tons of beans here. Look at those plants. Beans all over the place. And yeah, these are gonna be a lower yield. These might do 30 bushel the acre, I think is gonna be our high end for organic, but still we're getting twice as much per bushel than we are. So Dad said I could just take this cart up to the farm because it's gonna take a long time for them to fill up. But I'm driving through, these are two of our organic fields that I'm driving by, this one and this one, which are both fairly big fields, but they both have good beans in them, like that one we were just walking through. But yeah, Dad said the beans are okay in the back, so he said he's gonna go over the whole field anyway just to mow down the weeds. But yeah, we'll see. I gotta clean out the little truck so that we can start trucking organic beans up to the farm with that. And then I have to set up some calf pens for some baby calves we're getting. Alright, so now I'm grabbing that truck and I'm gonna bring it around, pull it around the bunker here and sweep her out, and then bring her over to the wash rack and power wash it out. This thing's just wanting to be a bugger. Got it. Better grab a piece of wire for that. Last thing I want to do is climb all the way in the truck and then that falls shut. Alright, so I gotta walk all the way over to the grain bins and grab the broom. And then I'm gonna put the magnet on the camera so that it's a little more manageable. And then I guess I get to sweeping that out. Sweeping all them nasty GMOs. I got my broom. You guys probably see some stuff stuck in the corners and stuff like that. Don't worry about that. It's gonna come out when we power wash this thing. And also, honestly, we need to pull that liner out. It's doing more harm than good. It's just holding stuff underneath of it, and it's probably, honestly, it's probably making the bots rust out underneath. So that'll probably end up coming out eventually. I'm not taking it up because I don't have the authority to make an executive order like that, but it'll probably come out eventually, but not today. Not this year. Don't have time. And honestly, we're only hauling like 3 truckloads, if that. So, well, probably 4. We got, yeah, probably 4 loads. Probably 4 loads is all we're gonna get. So it's gonna have to work. So the truck is sprayed out now. So while this is drying off, we're gonna go set up those calf stalls and get them ready for tomorrow. This will take a while to dry. Probably. I don't know if it'll be ready tonight or not, but we could get these calf stalls set up. So these are our baby calves that we already have on the farm. We've got 4 of them so far. And I think I mentioned in a previous video, we've sold so much beef through COVID that we are working on restocking our herd now. So we're buying bottle calves and raising them up until they get old enough to go in our barns. And then they go in our barn. These are homemade calf stalls we made. We're looking at the, are they De La Val? I don't remember if they're De La Val or another company, but the plastic calf stalls, and they're just really expensive. And this was back when we were still milking cows. And you gotta cut costs any way, shape, or form when you are in the dairy business. So we built our own. This was super inexpensive, and it's holding up. You just, obviously we got this big open area here, and they get weathered and warped and stuff, but if you keep these out of the weather, they can be really, really good. It's just 2 pieces of plywood with an eyelet, and it comes up to a 2x4 in the wall with an eyelet, and we just got rebar going down through them both, making a panel. And then we just got horseshoe nails is what we call them, holding these pieces of cattle panel onto here with holes cut out of them. And originally we were wiring them, but we figured out we can get these hooks and screw them in there, and so now they just lift off whenever you need to get in. And we find they rarely lift that up. Every now and then, every super long now and then, you'll have to get and wire those up, because you'll get a calf that gets really smart and figures out he can get out when he opens that gate. We are back in the really cruddy looking field, and looks like Dad's only got a few rounds left, but he said that he was hungry when I left. So I brought him something to snack on, just because I know he's gonna want to run late tonight running the organic, since we got rain in the next day or two. So I brought him something so he doesn't have to stop, and I just gotta wait for him to get to this end of the field. He's all the way at the other end. Well guys, it got dark, and cameras just don't work very well in the dark. You can't see anything, but we did finish that 8-acre field, so we are officially done with conventional beans. That's super exciting. It all fit in that truck, and we'll be taking it in tomorrow. We're gonna get started on organic beans. We gotta set the auger up. We're just gonna dump it in the dryer bin and transfer it over to the organic bin, and then do that, and the semi is just gonna sit probably for a couple days at least. We're hopefully gonna be able to get all of the organic knocked out tomorrow. That's quite a stretch. It's 100 acres, but we're gonna try. Well, it's 80 acres, 75, something like that. But since this day is over, guys, so is this video. So please, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button down below, and if you are new, please subscribe. We are so close to hitting 100, and I would love it if we could do that before the end of harvest. So please hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.